I thought our defense in the first half was really outstanding. I thought the second half, our defense on the first shot was pretty good, but they offensive rebound like crazy, and that was our point of emphasis, that this team is a very good offensive rebounding team. And we didn't really meet that challenge. But we had a nice cushion of 17 points at halftime, and we were able to kind of just stay in front just enough to win the game and win by not double figures, but 9.
Coach, considering you guys haven't played for a little bit, to get a good start like that, go up 13-2, pretty good sign showing no rust considering that long layoff.
Yeah, we had great practices during the break, so I wasn't too concerned about that part. I did concern myself whenever you have a different environment, it's a little bit more challenging for the three-point shooters. And you can see we only went 5 for 21. If we had gone 7 for 21 on some of those open looks, DJ missed 1 or 2, Lonnie missed 1. We had some other guys, Bruce missed a couple, so if we had made a couple of those, it might have been a different game.
Jim, what was your level of concern in the second half as they chipped away, got within 7?
Don't
8?
you cover George Mason? Not anymore? GW now? I'm sorry, what was the question?
What did you think of your team being able to manage the game when they, as GW got within 7, 8? There's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, I thought we had a couple of nice defensive possessions that led to baskets. Because it went from like 7 to 11 on 2 fast breaks, that's really what you need: defensive stops leading to offense.
So wanted to send point that they get that big run, about a 17-3 run, to get it back to 7 or 8 points, and they were able to fend them off there. What was, from your perspective, the key to keeping them at bay?
The key was to hold them to one possession and not let them get multiple opportunities at the rim off offensive glass.
Yeah, we only got 17.
Coach, you guys remain undefeated. I was wondering, do you embrace it as something that's very special, or do you just consider it one game at a time or something else?
I don't even think about it. What I think about is performance. We'll break down the tape, we'll show our players when we get back home to Miami, we'll show them the breakdowns of our defense and the breakdowns of their rebounding. Those will be more critical areas for us. We've been out-rebounding our opponents by about 8 or 9 at home, but we've been battling evenly on the boards away from home, and today we got out-rebounded by 5. So if at the beginning of the year, if you asked me the areas we really needed to focus on, it would have been the defense and the rebounding, especially the rebounding, because we're a young team, and young players tend to spectate when the shot goes up like it's somebody else's job to get the rebound. But, Dewan had a great day-to-day with 15 points and 12 rebounds, 9 defensive boards, and that's what we need from him. And then Buka Zundu is also a key for us. He only had 2 points and 3 rebounds. But those 2 guys have to rebound for us to be successful, especially when we're playing against good offensive rebounding teams.
Jim, you mentioned knowing they were good on the offensive boards, and then they were. What sort of makes them so tough on that end of the floor?
Mojo is from the Tom Izzo family tree, and Michigan State is probably the best rebounding team at both ends that there is in the country traditionally. So I expect that you can ask him if they don't have some of that Michigan State mentality of sending a lot of guys to the offensive boards, because it wasn't just their bigs. And you see the offensive rebounds. Steve had 3, Toro had 4, Nolan had 3, Bolden had 2, Watanabe had 3. Everybody chipped in at the offensive end when it comes to rebounding. So
I guess there was some question about if Bruce was going to be able to play after sitting out the last game. Obviously he did. How do you think he performed that? How was he kind of feeling?
Yeah, I was surprised he played today. But we were told it'd be 3 weeks, and then Bruce came after a week and just said, I don't want to sit out. And they said, well, we can tape you and you can play. but you gotta get permission from the doctor. We got permission from the doctor, and he's ready to go. I don't think he had a great game by any means, but he is one heck of a player.
This starts to stretch for you guys basically not going to be away from home.
5 more times.
Yeah, for about a month or so. How, obviously, you go to these tournaments, that's part of the deal, but what kind of challenge does that present you guys? Brandon?
Well, one of the reasons we play in the ESPN exempt events every year is because they schedule quality opponents on a neutral site. We happen to be playing the home team, Hawaii, in the first round. So that's another road game for us, just like today was. And we need those challenges before we get into ACC competition, because the people we play in our league are super talented at both ends of the court, offensively, defensively, and on the glass.
Any more questions?
Thanks, everybody.
Great, thanks guys.